Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about why I want to read less in 2024. So once again, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you decided to click on this video. Like I said, today I'm going to talk about the reasons that I would like to read less in 2024. I know that sounds like a crazy sort of problem to have, but I've got my reasons, and hopefully this resonates with someone and they can think of kind of the same way I do. So as of today, which is the 20th of December, with 11 days left in 2023, I have currently read 198 books this year. That is not including the tens of books that I have not finished that I have read a significant amount of. So I've done a lot of reading this year, and that's great, but it has been at the expense of some other things, which is why I really would like to set my goals a little bit lower for 2024. While it doesn't all come back to social media and like my presence on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, there is a lot that I think is like adjacent to that, and trying to make sure that I am reading all the books that I get sent by publishers as much as possible, and making sure like I kind of trying to stay relevant and produce new content, because obviously if you have a book focused channel, Bookstagram, book talk, whatever, it's going to be important to read some books. And that said, like reading is still like probably my favorite hobby, and I still want to read a lot, but I think I want to set my goal around maybe 150 books instead of this year's 200. I put a lot of pressure on myself and feel like in order to keep producing a lot of content and keep my goals on pace, I need to basically always be reading. I don't listen to music very much. I don't listen to podcasts I used to enjoy. I don't really watch TV, and these are all things that I think books have an effect on why I don't do these things. Yes, reading is awesome, and probably I learn more and become smarter from reading versus television, but there's room for both in my life. I feel like there's shows my husband wants to watch with me, like together, and I don't, because I'm like, I think I'd rather read. And it's like, would I really rather read, or am I reading because I feel like that's what I should be doing as a person who is trying to make my book presence on the internet a thing? I also used to be really into podcasts, and I would listen to them while I would run. I used to run marathons, and I really valued the time that I would spend listening to them. There's literally something for everyone out there. And now I feel like whenever I am walking around the city and whatever, I'm always listening to an audiobook. And I still love audiobooks, and I'm not going to stop loving audiobooks, but there's just, again, room for both. We can do both. Camera battery died, so if the screen moved a little bit, that's why. There is time for all hobbies. I don't need to make this choice based on what I think I should be doing. So that is a huge reason for me wanting to read less. I feel like I also sometimes say no to socializing things because I want to be home reading. And again, like I am a homebody. I love my time at home. I love being cozy on my couch, especially in the wintertime when A, it gets dark early, and B, it's cold. Like, I love the snuggly vibes, just reading my book on the couch with some candles and blankets and my kitties, and it's such a vibe. But I can't let that take away from socializing and doing things that I want to be doing, or other things that I'm interested in. If that makes sense, in the summer, like, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I'm a huge baseball fan. I love to watch games, and I love to go to games, and I definitely think that there have been times that I end up not watching a game that I want to watch because I'm reading, or I have it on mute while I read and occasionally look up. But like, I don't need to do that. If I want to watch a game and like watch a game, like I can still do reading with the TV on mute sometimes, but like, it's just, I guess, making sure that I'm actually doing what I'm doing because I want to be doing it. That's the true like essence, I think, of why I want to read less because I feel like I'm missing out if I don't read a lot of books. I'm missing out on like some really good books, but like I'm never going to be able to read every book that I want to read. So it's there's such a back and forth for me, but like I need to make time for other hobbies and interests and for friends that aren't interested in books. Additionally, I do think that having such a high goal of quantity of books set for myself has kind of driven me away from some longer books that I really do want to read. There are several Stephen King books that, as you may have guessed, are 600, 700 plus pages that I really am interested in, but I'm like, if I'm gonna get through 200 books this year, I can't really be spending a whole week reading the same book, which is crazy because like lots of people spend a month reading one book and that's awesome. So there's just like no reason to feel that way, and yet I do. So I really would like to get to some of these books that are like longer or maybe just a little harder to get through, a little heavier, and not just write them off because I'm afraid I won't be able to finish it in the self-given timeline, which is just silly. It's just silly. This probably has turned into something of like a long rambling whatever type of video, but I really just wanted to get this out there, and I don't know, it was on my mind and I felt like it would be something interesting to make a video about and just see if like anyone else feels the same, or if you think that I'm being silly and I should keep trying for more books or whatever. I would love to know what your thoughts are. As far as my other goals for this year, I will be making another video about my general reading goals and general YouTube goals for 2024, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, I'd love your opinion, your thoughts, just anything you have to contribute to this. And if you have a particular reading goal that you're trying to hit next year or maybe not hit. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed, I would love it if you would, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!